there's not a lot going on here. And I know that's kind of been a criticism of Enterprise in general. However, I thought that at least like maybe the only thing that this one had going for it is that I thought it was tied into the serial arc of the season. Okay. It was like an okay stop in the road for that kind of stuff. But I didn't really like anything else that was going on. It just felt like a really, it felt really empty in a way that like made me wonder what's going on. And the reason it links to Voyager is because like there's only so much of that you can go through before you start to wonder what the point of it is. Enterprise is mercifully short, but I guess that's the difference between the two of them. But it just felt like it's Enterprise's flaw. It's a show that's not really about anything. It's not. There's like nothing to it really. It's just a thing happens and then the stuff happens. And as I said, the only thing that I really liked about it was the fact that it somewhat ties into the Xindi arc and gives the Xindi the slightest bit of something to do. But even then, I think we have stuff to talk about there too.
Yeah. It continues to have the problem of, like you said, not being about anything when it seemed to have a lot of pieces in place to make it about something, because you've got the setup being that Archer is saving this sexually trafficked woman who obviously turns out to be a bad guy, but like they don't broach anything regarding that at all, or what it means to grant asylum to somebody on the ship or something, you know, like there's or how
why he doesn't pay. What was it right that he didn't pay the guy when he took her away at the end? Should he have paid him if he's going to steal his goods or anything like that? They didn't care about any of that stuff.
Yeah, and like does it get in the way of the mission that they're on and stuff? This was a very pulpy episode, because it was pretty much all sex and violence as far as you can go on an early 2000s UPN Star Trek show. And
interestingly, her sexiness her sexiness is also extremely gratuitous in this, because what she does is basically the same as if she snuck a tricorder onto the ship and just scanned somebody randomly and then was like, all right, I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah, it was just like the most alluring, titillating version of doing a CT scan you could possibly come up with.
Go to Phlox and ask him for some information about these guys. It's just
steal the hard drive out of the sick bay or something.
It's just tits because there's nothing else going on. There's like nothing here beyond that, and that's all it is. And they're fine tits, but it's like this is what it is.
That was Rick's pitch for the episode. That was you just read it off the page there.
This episode is the tits.
It's funny because there was a certain aspect of it that reminded me quite a bit of the TOS.
Yes, which I think is intentional, actually.
Yeah, especially the scene when they're back on the ship and she's getting up close and personal with Archer, and she's about to start doing the X-ray thing there.